Run fast. That's probably what I would say.
Maybe bring a poncho.
Seems like you're always poncho, man. At least own one poncho. It happens to you so often.
The gloves are off. Thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. We have to do it your way.
You know, Butcher's gone through some changes in the year that we haven't seen him, but one thing that hasn't changed is his ability to beat people down. Can you just talk to how satisfying that is to get to film those scenes?
Well, it was even more satisfying this season. As you're aware, Butcher gets beat up. And to level the playing field and to do it in a way that was so visually spectacular was a lot of fun. And to me, I guess the challenge was, playing those scenes of exploring what the cost of that was. And, in true Kripke fashion, when you make the right choice, you get rewarded, and you make the wrong choice, you get punished.
I wonder if you're ever surprised with how far the show pushes the boundaries. I mean, like, what is the line that you don't dare cross?
Oh gosh, I mean the line that I don't dare cross, that's more of a question I feel like for Kripke. I've always wanted to be a fly on the wall in their writer's room because it feels like there is no line that they won't cross. I mean, listen, Annie will cross whatever line she has to make sure the world is a better place, to accomplish her goals, but that line won't involve hurting anyone innocent. Like she's pretty clear about what she will and won't do. She just wants to save people. She's not going to hurt or kill anyone innocent. There will be no innocent casualties as long as she's around. And we see that a lot in season 3, especially around Herogasm.
I mean, everyone's been, Amazon and Sony and everybody, they're pretty cool. I think the only thing that's happened so far is this season, for the first time, we have to put like a audience advisory in front of the Herogasm episode. But beyond that, no. But that said, the writers are very intensely self-police. And there's an incredible amount of hand-wringing about, is that over the line? Did we go too far? The last thing we ever want is the show to feel gratuitous or exploitive or cheap. And so the general rule is, unless it's really grounded in character and story to where like we can't tell the story without it, or we can't really flesh out the world without it. If it's just shocking to be shocking, we tend to not do it. And hopefully so far that's kept us in a zone where it's outrageous, but not, porn.
Now, Karen, I'm such a big fan of yours. I was literally just watching your YouTube channel not too long ago.
Thank you.
Thank you. But Kimiko is obviously such a badass season. We get to see some really vulnerable moments and some downright adorable moments as well. I was wondering what aspects of the character you were most excited to bring to life this season.
Oh, I love that question. I mean, in the previous seasons, I think I got to do a lot of great action scenes, and there's, don't get me wrong, we get that again in season 3 as well, but we finally get to see her enjoying life. She gets to go to Vaughtland. She is in a musical number. So just the simple act of like smiling on the show was really fun for me. And things turn very quickly, but it's a season full of discoveries for her, both good and bad.
People have superpowers, but real power is the ability to bend the world to your will.
My man Hughie is going through it this season, and I'm wondering, headed into season 3, if you could give him a piece of advice beforehand, what would that be?
I feel like nothing can prepare him for what happens in this season. I feel like that's what I loved about playing Hughie this season, is that his life goes through so many twists and turns, and for me as an actor, I just thought it was so cool to play different sides of him, Like there's a lot of different sides to Hughie this season, not all of which are totally likable, I think, which is so cool to play for me, for a character that's such a like moral, straightforward, good guy. That was really interesting. But I don't know, any advice? Don't trust Newman, run fast. That's probably what I would say.
Maybe bring a poncho.
Seems like you're always poncho, man. At least own one poncho. It happens to you so often.
I'm gonna copy you, Ant. I'm sorry.
No, there's 2. You take one, I'll take the other. My one will be keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
My one would be careful what you wish for.
Ah, you got
I
it.
know, I
knew
stole
you get it. See?
I stole
Boom.
it from you, but
I think I have something. Maybe we can use it to blow Homelander's fucking brains out.
Obviously, Jensen Ackles plays Soldier Boy, and he does it so beautifully. I really love this character. But what made him the perfect fit for the role for you?
You know, obviously, I've worked with Jensen for a minute, and he's really good at everything I throw at him. You know, like as a versatility player, comedy, drama, make you cry, make you laugh, be a credible action star, be scary. Like I've obviously over the years of Supernatural put him through every possible permutation of what a character can do. And he can do all of it. So I needed Soldier Boy to have a lot of those different qualities, you know, and it's not always easy to find an actor who can be charming at times, funny at times, emotional at times, and then a really scary asshole at times, and have it all be part of the same package. And I just knew he could pull that off, and I just was excited for the world to, you know, see a totally different side of what Jensen can do.
Within this cast, who do you think is like the least like their character counterpart?
oh, interesting.
Who's least like the character? I mean, I've got to. I would put myself there.
And I will testify to that.
I would put myself there just because I'm not a mass murderer psychopath. I mean, they fucking love me. Carl's pretty dissimilar to Butcher as well. I mean, Butcher's pretty brutal and ruthless, and Carl's he's a pretty good human being. Very cool. You know, once you're in the fold, you're very loyal and you're in the fold for good. So maybe Butcher's like that too.
I feel like it's funny because we've got these two Kiwi, you know, New Zealander actors who are both lovely. I was going to say laid back. That's not true. You're relatively neurotic, but lovely, super kind, super cool, that are playing such brutal characters. So yeah, you two.
You know who's really not like their character is Nathan Mitchell playing Black Noir.
I feel like he's like his character.
No.
Just to wrap it up, if you guys could take Temp V, what superpower do you hope would manifest inside of you?
I think, I don't know. I'm gonna be very basic and say flight, and anyone who doesn't say flight is lying. Come on,
I
you're
would
flying.
love to fly
It's
too.
flying.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
But also, what are your answers? I'm sorry.
I would love to fly. Oh, that would actually be good. So I get really bad motion sickness in boats, in cars, everything.
Right.
Yes. So in boats. So the power to not be motion sick ever, and to maybe like give that to someone, get sick, would be great.
Like shoot nausea at someone?
Yeah, like nausea.
That's cool.
But flying would also solve the problem. So
Yeah. You know.
I know.
Fuck!